Well, lifelong exposure to ultraviolet light actually causes a premature aging of the structures in the eyes. So if you're exposed to high levels of ultraviolet light through your life, you're more likely to get cataracts and macular degeneration at a much earlier age. As well, you can get these little fleshy growths that grow on the white part of the eye that can be a little disfiguring, and some of them can actually grow right over the cornea on the eye as well. Well, UVC rays are the shortest wavelength in the ultraviolet spectrum, and these would be extremely damaging to the eye, but fortunately the ozone layer does block them out. But with the thinning of the ozone layer, that may change one day, but right now most of us are quite well protected from UVC rays. UVB rays are the mid-range wavelength, and these are the rays that are partially blocked by the ozone layer, and they are the rays that will tan your skin and make you produce melanin. And these aren't particularly harmful to the eye. The most harmful to the eye are the UVA rays, and these are the ones that get into the eye more easily. This is the longest wavelength of the ultraviolet spectrum as we're starting to get close to the blue end of the colored spectrum. And if, again, you are exposed to a lifetime of UVA rays in the eye, again, more likely to get macular degeneration, cataracts, and fleshy growths on the surface of the eye. If you're exposed to very high levels of ultraviolet radiation, let's say on a mountaintop, without proper sunglass protection, or you're exposed to a welder's flash, you can get an actual burn on the surface of the cornea, which is quite painful. Well, the older computers and TV screens from years ago, great big computers and the TVs with the tubes and whatnot, apparently did emit very, very low levels of ultraviolet light, which were not high enough to affect the eyes. But today's flat screens for both TVs and computer monitors emit no ultraviolet light whatsoever. Well, one of the most easiest things to do is to wear a good pair of sunglasses. The sunglasses should indicate that they have 100% UVA and UVB protection, and most will have a little tag on them to indicate that. And the sunglass style, it shouldn't be just these little tiny John Lennon glasses. They should be a style that wraps around and protects your eyes completely from ultraviolet rays. As well, wearing a wide brim hat is a really good idea as well. Well, polarized lenses are designed to eliminate or block any sort of a horizontal reflection. So reflections from horizontal surfaces such as roads or the water. And if you remove this level of reflection from these surfaces, then you also remove the glare source. So it is a lot easier to drive with the sun low in the sky. And if you're a sailor or a fisherman and you're looking at the surface of the water, you will actually be able to look under the water and through the water itself and see. So they're wonderful to have as a sunglass. A photochromic lens is a lens that's specially designed to turn dark when it's exposed to ultraviolet light. So when you step outdoors, the lens will darken, and when you go indoors, the lens will lighten again. Now, the amount of ultraviolet light you're exposed to will determine how dark the lens gets. So if you're outside on a bright sunny day, the lens will darken very, very dark. If you're outside on just a cloudy day, the lenses will darken but not become quite as dark. And these lenses also do provide 100% UV protection. Unfortunately, no, because as I said, the lenses are activated by ultraviolet light, and the windshield is absorbing 100% of the ultraviolet rays, so they do not reach the lens. So inside a car, the lens will not turn dark, so we usually advise people to either put a clip-on over their glasses or perhaps use a regular pair of sunglasses when they're driving. There, however, is a type of photochromic lens that has been designed to be a bit more of a sunglass, and it will darken very dark when you're outdoors. It will not lighten up completely indoors, and it will stay somewhat dark inside a car. But again, this lens is mainly designed for people who spend most of their time outdoors and sometime in the car, and is not meant to be worn on an indoor basis. All plastic lenses will protect you from UVA and UVB rays. Now, they will not protect you from this high energy visible radiation, but again, we can add a coating called UV400, which will block that end of the spectrum even in regular glasses. However, a regular pair of glasses is not designed to block out light that's coming from the top, from the sides, from the bottoms. It's only preventing ultraviolet rays that are pointing directly at your eye from reaching your eye. It's very easy for these UV rays to actually come in from behind you and reflect off the back surface of the lens and into your eye or all around. That's why we recommend not just having a pair of glasses and perhaps putting a clip on them, but getting a proper pair of prescription sunglasses, or non-prescription if you don't need prescription, that completely wrap around the eye and protect you completely from ultraviolet rays. Now, contact lenses, the majority do have some protection against UV rays. Some do protect completely, some protect about up to 96% against ultraviolet rays. But we don't have enough research as yet to know that even if the lenses that do protect 100% against UV rays, if they could actually substitute for a sunglass, or we're not sure of that as yet. Now, almost all sunglasses, even the cheapest sunglasses you can find, as long as they have a little tag on them that says that they're protecting you 100% from UVA and UVB rays, will actually protect you from ultraviolet rays. However, these sunglasses, the ones that are the cheapest ones you can find, the lenses in them, even though they're protecting you from ultraviolet rays, are not ophthalmic quality lenses. And what this means is that those lenses are just pieces of plastic that have been cut out basically with like a cookie cutter device and put into the frames. So even though they're protecting your eyes from UV rays, they're distorting and blurring your vision. You do not see clearly through these lenses. So it's always better to buy an ophthalmic quality sunglass that does have proper optical quality lenses that allow you to see clearly, in addition to protecting your eyes from UVA and UVB rays, and even these high energy visible radiation rays. Most good quality sunglasses will have blue blockers, or there's UV400 coating in it as well. And again, the frame style should be such that it wraps around completely. And better quality sunglasses also are easier to adjust, they're more comfortable, we can get parts for them if they break, etc.